After our tour of Walvis Bay, we are now heading towards the desert wilderness and staying at Sesriem 65 km away. We have two mountain passes to traverse this afternoon. First is the mighty Kuisep Pass, and we follow the road from the top of the mountains, dropping steeply down into the canyon carved over eons by the Kuisep River on its way to ocean at the port town of Walvis Bay. We climb up from the banks of the river and over the pass, traveling through the mountain peaks and onto the second smaller canyon of the Gaub River, a tributary of the Kuisep. We now emerge from the mountains into a flat road and almost immediately we cross the Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 south degrees. There is a signpost at this auspicious spot and we stop along the road for photos. We again start for our destination of today at desert camp at Sesriem, which is the gateway to the dunes at Sossuvlei. We arrive at Solitaire Camp for a refreshment break. This remote settlement at the edge of the Namib National Park has been a welcome desert stopover for more than 60 years. It's not a town, it's a state of mind. We arrive at desert camp, situated just 5 km from the entrance gate to Sossuvlei and Sesriem Canyon in the Namib National Park. We arrive at a nice stay. There are 28 affordable self-catering accommodation units, all equipped with an ensuite bathroom, shaded veranda with a fitted kitchenette, barbecue points, power points, and adjacent parking area. Each air-conditioned room features 2 twin beds and a fold-out sleeper couch to accommodate 2 small children under 12, free of charge when sharing with 2 full-paying adults. Utility boxes with most utensils needed are available at reception and fresh food supplies can be ordered daily. Facilities at the main building include a fully stocked and service bar with big screen television, a sparkling swimming pool and 2 communal bomas with cooking and wash-up facilities which are perfect for groups traveling together. We arrive for our dinner at the nearby Sossuvlei Lodge restaurant. There's an open dining area and there is also closed bars, but we prefer to sit in the open dining area. Our guide started explaining the arrangements for the evening as how to order your food. Options of barbecue game meat. We arrive for breakfast next day morning because we have to get into the dune area as early as possible this morning, and that means a pre-dawn start and a very early breakfast. As we are staying outside of the national park, we will enter the dune area as soon as the gate opens at sunrise. The best time to photograph the dunes is around sunrise and sunset. From Sesriem, we covered the 60 km into the dunes quickly and we reached the 2x4 car park where all two-wheel drive vehicles have to stop. You can see towering sand dunes illuminating a glowing orange, apricot red on one side and swathed in shadow on the other. The depth of field is amazing at this time of the day. The sand dune field started forming around 5 million years ago where wind blown sand invaded the Saukab river bed. Sossuvlei is almost surrounded by dunes, just one narrow path kept open by the Saukab river. We explored the area on foot and climbed one of the highest dunes in the world, some towering 300 meters above us. The views are breathtaking and justly famous. We now going to take a view of deadvlei, an ancient plain completely surrounded by dunes that is strikingly populated with dead skeletal camelthorn trees having there for the last 1,000 years. We shall now take a 4x4 shuttle service that will transport us through the sandy terrain of the ancient Saukov river bed for the last 5 km leg to Sossuvlei itself. The Saukab river is ephemeral. It only flows seasonally when there is enough rain, and for the most part, the riverbed is dry. As we drive along, you have to think that eons ago, during this rare floods, the Saukab sometimes received enough water to flow all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. However, as the millennia passed and the dune fields began to form, the rivers became more and more constricted by sand until eventually the occasional floods could not break through the sand barriers that had been erected by the wind. Sometimes, after good rains in the Nakulap Mountains where the river rises, Sossuvlei can become inundated. Driving back to Sesriem, we take a short excursion to see the Sesriem Canyon. Only 4 kilometers from Sesriem, this canyon has been carved out of the landscape by the Shaukap River. Around 2 million years ago, there was an ice age in Europe. This caused glaciers to form and resulted in a worldwide drop in sea level. The knock-on effect of this is at Sesriem Canyon that it increased the length and water flow of the Shaukap River. This greater force of water allowed the Shaukap to begin cutting through the terrain, resulting in the canyon we are seeing today. We walk easily into the riverbed. It is usually much cooler in the canyon, and we can follow the river for some way along its journey to Sossusvlei. We again go to the Sossuvlei lodge for our evening dinner. I take a glass of vodka before my dinner. Next day morning, on our way back to Windhoek, we arrive at the solitaire camp to have a look at the cheetahs. Taking the flight back from Namibia via Johannesburg. Bye bye, Namibia.